everyone.
dear.
I told you, you got to sit down.
I said, oh dear.
No. Stephanie was taking a little time to get ready. So I said, come sit down because you won't get it right. And she goes, I'm fine.
No, I was tending to the dogs.
Okay, so obviously we've been on Meghan watch on her Instagram watch to see if because she's been like crickets the last couple days.
To people.
Hi everyone. Let me just download this real fast and we'll go into the comments.
Dear.
This just happened.
Who's not ready?
This just happened. It just happened. So
I can't do anything right now. Nancy has the mouse.
Yeah. Sorry guys.
She has the mouse.
Hey everybody. Yes, Meghan just posted 30 like a minute ago. 5 minutes
30
ago.
30 minutes ago?
No, like 30 seconds ago. And I'm trying to download it to show everybody because we've been trying to see if she's gonna post anything. She hasn't posted anything in a couple days.
2 days.
And she just did because it's Mother's Day. We just move it like that. Because it's Mother's Day in the UK. And of course, Meghan had to do something about it. Why not? Okay, here we go. Finally. Sorry, guys.
Hey, guys. Everyone that's joining the chat. Hi. Nancy has the mouse. She has the mouse. Came on a little early because she's got the mouse. You got the mouse. I'm going to make like a hat that says, I got the mouse. Okay. There you go.
Perf. Hello.
Hey, guys.
How ironic that suntan lady besmirches Harry and his alleged nefarious behavior. Who is the our Harry? She is wrong. Called Swallow. The creature will not escape either, panicking. Well, guys, I wanted to mention that I found a place that you can donate to. The I went to the Humane Society International.
That, yeah.
They are not taking donations for the Myanmar earthquake. But I did find the international, let me see what it's called. It's called, I'm going to bring it up right now. But I already put it in the International Fund for Animal Welfare, and they are taking donations to help with the earthquake in Myanmar. And if you want to donate to them directly right now, that would be great. We would prefer that because that is what we are trying to get money to right now, the animals affected in the earthquake in Thailand and Myanmar. So please go to the description box below, hit that link. If you guys are enjoying the show, instead of giving us the super chats and the tips, and because you guys are all so nice and you treat the YouTubers on here so great, but we would rather have you donate directly to the international, I keep getting it wrong, the international, what is it called again? I want to get it completely right. I don't know why it's being so difficult today. International Fund for Animal Welfare. We would prefer that you give directly to them, and that way we can
I just
help.
did.
You did? Okay, good.
Just did.
All right.
It works.
Oh, finally, I can bring it up. Okay, this is it, guys. So if you want to help with the earthquake, please give directly to them, and that way we can get the money to them directly, and you guys get a receipt and everything is fine. Let's just
awful.
Hope. It's terrible.
1,000 people already confirmed.
I know.
I mean, just more coming.
Lady's upset. She's already barking. Hi, guys. We're going to say hi, and then we will bring up what Meghan posted. It is Mother's Day. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, posted something this morning, which was really nice. She posted a video, and she also posted a little something that she said, and it was really sweet. Because British Princess Catherine celebrated, UK Mother's Day. Ergo, the American diabolical Duchess had to jumpstart America's Mother's Day in May with this early shout out to self. Stephanie had a really good point when I told her. I was like, Meghan just put something up. Stephanie goes, was she even there for Mother's Day? Like, it's like she was there for so little. Like, she was there for so little. Was she there for Mother's Day?
Dogs are going nuts for some reason. I have no idea why. Why is your dog going crazy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, Margot. I don't know, Margot.
Yeah, I mean, Meghan celebrating UK Mother's Day is so gauche and so weird and just like so lame. So let's bring up the picture because I mean, we got to see it. We got to report on it. We got to talk about it.
Wow.
She's not happy right now. She's not happy. She hates it when I say the word Meghan Markle. She hates it. Okay, guys. So what looks to be, I think it's a lemon cheesecake. I want to say it's a lemon cheesecake. Resting Dollface is in here. Woohoo! I have my cup. Resting Dollface got me this cup. It says "That's hot," and I love it, and I use it every day. I just absolutely love it.
She's on fire, dude.
Yeah. Why is Meghan always celebrating British holidays? I thought she made it I thought she made it abundantly clear that she's American, not British. I don't know. But look what
she's British.
Give it up for her. But guys, look at what she wrote. Our family tradition, Mothering Sunday in the UK.
Oh,
that
God.
is so lame.
Why didn't she just put a picture of Diana? Why not just post it?
She should have.
Yeah, she definitely should have.
Stephen, I'm glad you brought that up. As ever, yes. Sorry about that. Yes, they did get the trademark. Trademark's good to go, which I'm happy about. I gotta say, this makes me super, super excited.
Because it's so lame.
Because As Ever is the dumbest name you can come up with for food. And she's not going to be able to use As Ever for clothing products. So that's why it's like As Ever as a food product is so gross and disgusting. And even as a brand, like Martha Stewart Living is cool. She should have just said Meghan Sussex Living.
Yeah.
Just do it. You know, if you're going to steal, just go for it. Just be like, you know what? I'm a stealer.
As Ever Kale.
Kale.
Yeah. Man, maybe you should do it, dude.
No, go give her
give her treats?
No, give her that Kong. Is that mint on the cake? Let's see. Probably. Yeah, it is mint on the cake. It looks, can I tell you what it looks like? Can I tell you how she's going to spin this? Because if you look in the little tiny right-hand corner right there, that is a little tiny hand. So again, she is trying to merch the children. I'm going to guess and say that is Betty's hand, but it looks like little Betty probably went out to the garden, or this is the way Meghan's going to spin it. She went out to the garden, she picked a rose and a couple mint leaves, and she put that on top on the little, I don't know, are we going to call it a lemon tart or a lemon cheesecake?
I found this on the street. I didn't even wash it.
Yeah, but
Nancy's thing. I didn't even wash it.
But Meghan loves lemons. I don't know. I mean, this is so weird. But
Lemon
do you see Betty's finger?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was tending again to Nancy's dog.
It's a stupid name, and she should be ashamed for stealing the name As Ever. I agree. I see a lot of you have gotten your shirts in the mail. A lot of you got your As Ever NYC shirts, and that's so cool. I don't know what's taking ours so long.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe Portland is hard to ship to. As Ever.
We're such a small city.
As Ever, lemon custard parodying as a topless pie. Okay, so it's like lemon custard. Who cares what it is?
This doesn't offend me. It offends me that she's talking about the UK.
Yeah, that's
she calls the UK racist. She will never go back again. Harry's like, my wife can't even come into this place because of security reasons, but she's posting about you guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you mad?
I'm sure it does.
I mean,
that's why we're all here.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, who cares about the lemons?
Yeah.
She's basically mocking us all.
Hey, I think we have enough people in the chat where we can do what we came here to do. I didn't watch the Sky News. Stephanie didn't watch the Sky News. I've been waiting to react because I'm like, I can watch it and then already have my thoughts, or I can react with you guys. Because
How is Mr. Sunshine?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I told you this morning.
I'm just saying.
There are 24 episodes.
But you don't have to say that to me. I'm just trying to get
Did someone ask?
No, I'm just saying because
You asked
said,
me
you said
already.
we didn't watch it.
No,
The Sky News thing.
The Sky
I
News
wasn't
was
awake
this morning.
at 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't-
yes, but I was watching Korean cinema and you were watching your thing. So
Okay.
I think
Yes, I haven't finished Mr. Sunshine, if that's what you're asking me. Dear twins, so happy that I made the live. Love you and all the Twinly community fam. Yes, fabulous. Embrace you all. Any more shirts coming? It's funny you should say that. Yes, we have shirts that we made of our dogs, adopt, don't shop shirts that are coming out tomorrow in the merch store. Look out for that, guys. It is going. I'm so like whenever I see something, a logo, and I'm so happy with it. Like this makes me so happy. Like the dogs came out great. So you guys are gonna. I will let you know when those are live
looks
in the
just
shop.
like them, like
It's
a picture.
so cute. Okay, so we have not watched this. This is the first time watching this with you guys. I hear it is cray cray. So if you've already watched it, I apologize. You're about to watch it again, but here we go. Here is Dr. Sophie Chandauka on Sky News with Trevor Phillips.
Thank you for talking to us. Sophie, you and I have known each other for many years, particularly working on diversity in corporate leadership, but I've never had anything to do with your work with Prince Harry. So let's just start with the origins of Chandauka. What was the point? What was the aim of setting it up?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Trevor, for having us here on behalf of the entire Chandauka organization, 540 strong. This is an opportunity for us to just set the record straight and also talk about the future of Chandauka. But where did it begin? Chandauka started as a very urgent response to the urgent need for those who were impacted by HIV and AIDS in Lesotho to be taken care of. Prince Harry and Princess thought that they were uniquely placed to respond to the needs of orphans and vulnerable children, and this was in 2006. Lesotho is a very small country that's within South Africa itself. But as you roll on to 2024, the issues in Southern Africa are actually quite different. HIV and AIDS is no longer a death sentence. And so our organization is really looking at those other elements in the ecosystem that affect the health and well-being of young people. And so at Chandauka, we're focused on health, on wealth, and on climate resilience of young people in Lesotho and Botswana.
Okay, over time, it's built to be quite a big outfit. It's a multi-million-dollar outfit, I think. You were on the board for 6 years, and you've been more on board more recently. Sophie, let me start with you. When you came back as chair in 2023, what did you think was going wrong?
Now, I'm going to answer this very frankly, but I just want to say normally I wouldn't want to discuss family business in this way in an open forum. But here we are, and I'll do my best to be frank in my disclosure. So when I arrived in July in 2023, of course, the first thing you do is you open the annual report, you look at the board minutes to see what it is that's going on in the organization. When you look at the I did a 7-year historical review of the financials, looking at our costs and looking at our revenue, so income. It was pretty obvious to me that we had lost quite a number of corporate sponsors, we'd lost some families, and we'd lost individuals who were donating to the organization. And there was quite a significant correlation between the time the organization started to see a departure of sort of major organizations and Prince Harry's departure from the UK itself. When you look at the board minutes, though, there is no discussion about what's happening with respect to some of our most significant funders. And then when you discuss with the senior executive team and ask why there isn't a conversation about this, the answer is it's really difficult to have this conversation because the instruction was it's an uncomfortable conversation to have with Prince Harry in the room.
So the central point here is when you look at the risk register of the charity and funding, number one risk is that's Duke of Sussex.
Yes.
Is that your opinion, or?
It is. It is.
Ian, is that what you saw?
Yes, I mean, I think there's something underlying that as well, which is quite interesting. So if you look at how boards of trustees should work, where the public gets their comfort from is that they live in a rules-based governance framework, which in this case is regulated by the Charity Commission. And you're expecting the board to act independently, to support the charitable objects and support the interests of the organisation as a whole. If you get some trustees or a part of the board which is serving an external party, that can create a number of difficulties and it can create dysfunctionality. Because if they are serving the external party over and above the interests of the charity as a whole, you can get into a muddle.
To be absolutely clear here, you're saying, Sophie, number one, that what you discovered was essentially donors were walking because of the prince's reputation.
Yes.
Let me put to you what some of the members of the board had said about essentially these allegations. Sky News spoke to Dr. Kelele Leratoli early on this week, and she said, I've been in all the meetings, conduct of the board has been one of respect for each other. All of this came as a shock to me. What exactly is the difference then?
Okay, I'll give
Dr. Leratoli doesn't recognise the picture Dr. Leratoli doesn't recognise the picture you're painting.
Yeah, so I'll answer that question in two parts, and Ian, it would be good to get your perspective as well. I'll be very direct with respect to Dr. Kelly. He had the worst attendance record, and even when he was in the meetings, he didn't actually contribute that much. So I'm not surprised that he didn't know much of what was going on in the organisation.
To be fair, I mean, he's not here to answer for himself.
Yes.
But what he's saying is that when he was in the meetings, there was no conflict. Everything was pretty straightforward. And he can't see the allegations that you're making about poor governance in his experience. He doesn't recognise them.
I think, as a matter of fact, I mean, he wasn't in all the meetings. And if you have irregular attendance, then you're not going to see the trend over a long time.
So here is here's the thing to remember. There were meetings definitely where Dr. Kelly was not present, and there was belligerence, and there was an insistence on, raising of topics that were not even on the agenda of the day. An example might be Prince Harry decides on a specific occasion that he wants to appoint an individual to the board with immediate effect without having talked to me. It's not on the agenda, and somehow everybody's just supposed to tolerate that.
He being here, Prince Harry?
Yes, Prince
So Prince Harry comes into the meeting and says, I want to appoint somebody as CEO.
As a board member, as a trustee with immediate effect. His proxy on the board says, yes, I second that motion. The third proxy on the board says, welcome to the board, Brian. And everybody's shocked and quiet. But this is what happens when the prince is in the room and no one has the courage to speak.
Well, speaking of not having the courage to speak, another trustee, Baroness Chalker of Wallasey, served as a trustee for 20 years, described you as, I'm quoting here, almost dictatorial.
Change is hard for some people. Let me just put it that way. I think what we had here was a board that had overstayed by even Charity Commission guidance. Most of the members of the board, when I came back in July of 2023, had been on the board when I left. This is not how a properly run organization should work. You're not supposed to be on the board for past 9 years. Most of these individuals were there for 5, 10, 15, now 19 years. And so what you have is entrenchment. And there's a reason why you have term limits, because people begin to mark their own homework, and turkeys don't vote for Christmas. And so here I come talking about transformation and innovation and fresh ideas. What do you think the response might be?
What you seem to be, let's deal with the elephant in the room here. Mm-hmm. Is this characteristic, this way of doing things, do you think something to do with the fact that this was Prince Harry's charity and the people, as you say, there are people on it who were in some way beholden to him? Is that the point you're making here?
I think there's something very important about that, because when the charity was set up, it was structured in a certain way. So he was a young, this was a young Harry, a youthful Harry that we were seeing. And his work for Centre Bali earned him the respect and admiration of nations, including this nation and also the people of Lesotho.
And
that is,
Botswana.
yeah, and that is remembered. And so it's understandable that at the beginning he would want to have some trustees around him to create some structure and guide him and all of that. But the interesting thing is that in 20 years, the development world has moved on. That structure will not attract the sort of large institutional funding which is needed to fulfill the ambition of the organisation. People will be worried about where is the directing mind? Is it the board of the trust of the charity, or is it the patron? And that, from a governance perspective, is the central issue.
Sophie, let's talk about where things, as you saw it, started to go wrong. One of the incidents was the fundraising, the polo tournament, which is one of the ways in which Centre Bali raised a lot of money. What happened?
We were so fortunate to have the opportunity to do a polo challenge in Miami last year in April. We had a very generous family that was happy for us to use their polo grounds at a material discount. And then about a month before the event was about to take place, Prince Harry called the team and said, I'm doing a Netflix show, and I would love to bring a camera crew so that I can include some footage in this show. And so the team called me and tell me, oh, Prince Harry's made this request, so we're doing the things. I said, you can't be doing the things without seeking consent from the property owners, the sponsors, all the guests. Nobody signed up into being on a Netflix show. And so we have this discussion about the need to talk to everybody. We come up with draft agreements. And of course, the venue owner says, this is now a commercial undertaking. So here are my terms. We couldn't afford it. So now we lost the venue. So we went to another venue, and we were lucky enough that through Prince Harry's connections, actually, and a friend of his, there was another family that was prepared to host. The show went on, but there was a lot of disruption, right? A lot of people were unhappy because we'd worked on this for months. At the actual, on the actual day, we had Prince Harry, which is always wonderful. The Duchess decided to attend, but she told us she wasn't attending. And she brought a friend, a very famous friend. So you can imagine all of the activity that goes with these additional amazing people. We're excited about it. We would have been really excited had we known ahead of time, but we didn't. And so the choreography went badly on stage because we had too many people on stage. The international press captured this, and there was a lot of talk about the Duchess and the choreography on stage and whether she should have been there and her treatment of me. Prince Harry asked me to issue some sort of a statement in support of the Duchess, and I said I wouldn't. Not because I didn't care about the Duchess, but because I knew what would happen if I did so, number one. And number two, because we cannot be an extension of the Sussex.
What would have
PR
happened
machine.
if you had simply just said, there's nothing wrong with what's happened, what the Duchess did?
Well, the Duchess has told Dr. Sophie Chandauka to make a press release about her, and then she'll get even worse trolling. That's what would have happened.
You said that Prince Harry wanted to, I'm quoting here, force the failure of the charity. Why on earth would he want a charity he founded in memory of his mother to fail? I mean, that's... He would have some justification for feeling hurt at allegation.
To be honest, it's a last resort. Really, what Prince Harry wanted to do was to eject me from the organization, and this went on for months. It went on for months through bullying, harassment. I have documentation. There were board meetings where members of the executive team and external strategic advisors were sending me messages saying, should I interrupt? Should I stop this? Oh my gosh, this is so bad. In fact, our strategic advisor for fundraising then sent me a message saying she wouldn't want to ever attend any more board meetings or bring her colleagues because of the treatment. When that failed, Prince Harry started to brief, and his team, sponsors that I'd been speaking to against me and the charity. because that is a sure way of getting me out if it's seen as though I'm not being successful in my fundraising efforts.
I obviously have to put this to both of you.
Yes.
What you're essentially saying is that the Duke of Sussex is guilty of harassment and bullying and improper conduct in the governance of a charity.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm going to give you a really good example. The only reason I'm here, Trevor, is because at some point on Tuesday, Prince Harry authorized the release of a damaging piece of news to the outside world without informing me, or my country directors, or my executive director. And can you imagine what that attack has done for me, on me, and the 540 individuals in the Centre Valley organizations and their family? That is an example of harassment and bullying at scale. And so if the world didn't want to believe that there's such a thing as bullying, this unleashing of the Sussex machine on me and the 540 employees at Centre Valley who received this and have had to defend it.
By the way, when you
this
say the
is
Sussex machine, what are you talking about?
the PR machine that supports Prince Harry's efforts. The only way we discovered of his decision was through the Sussex machine activating newspapers.
You were not told that he planned and the Princess planned to resign?
We were informed that they have the intention to withdraw if I went to the High Court and succeeded.
All right, well, look, there have been accusations against you also.
Yes.
As I said, Baroness Chalker said that you were dictatorial. But on the polo match, which we've talked about, the accusation is that the financial backers were upset by your conduct, and also that you hired expensive consultants without board approval.
Well, that's just not true. Ian is witness.
Well, look, I mean, another source from who was a trustee apparently told a national newspaper that the trustees were supportive of moving fundraising towards America, but you didn't do that, you, Sophie, and I'm quoting here from the Financial Times. Trustees tried to negotiate this privately, requested she consider her position due to their lack of trust and confidence in her as a leader. Isn't the problem here that it was you was the problem, not the Prince?
It was me who was the problem because I put a whistleblower complaint about the bullying, the harassment, and the misogyny, and Prince Harry interfered in the investigation of that. And the senior independent director who should have taken care of it was the very same person who then delivered the news to me that I was going to be removed by the board. So it's a cover-up, and the Prince is involved.
You talked about misogyny. Let's be frank. Are you saying that the misogyny stems from Prince Harry himself and his associates?
I would actually say my experience is Prince Harry himself. Fantastic, actually. We had a great relationship. We had a great relationship. But there are some individuals on the board who, quite frankly, did not treat me in the way that they would have treated the prior chair, right? And
Sorry, because?
And completely disrupted my meetings because they thought that they could get away with mistreating a woman. And all the women who attended these meetings felt it.
There are many more things to talk about here, but let me just ask you finally, does Centre Valley have a future without the Duke of Sussex?
Absolutely. Centre Valley has had a future. We must stop infantilizing Centre Valley. Centre Valley is 19 years old. Centre Valley is here because of the people in Africa who do the work every single day. Prince Harry visited Africa for the first time in 5 years when I asked him to last year. Who do you think was running the show? During the pandemic, before the pandemic, and after the pandemic, Centre Valley will live. Centre Valley will live on because of the people.
Ian, Sophie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
What?
Okay, this is what
5 years?
This was so great.
Oh my god!
Trevor
I had never
Phillips.
seen this.
Trevor Phillips is sort of a swatty. Like, he has said things in defense of Meghan and Harry
Okay.
before. So it was good that he was the one to do the interview because it showed that Dr. Sophie was like, I don't care who asks me questions. I'm not going to take, that was not a softball interview. Much like
No.
Harry and Meghan always do. They do softball interviews.
Jane Pauley.
That was not softball, and good for her, because she was, listen, if she's a lawyer, an Oxford trained lawyer, and she's dropping those bombs like that, she knows she can get sued if it's not true.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, from a pop culture, from like an American standpoint, I mean, yeah, listen, the charity is probably better off without Harry there. Listen, he was given that by the royal family to give him something to do. Harry didn't wake up one day and go, I want to start an AIDS, HIV charity in Africa because of listen, that didn't happen, okay? Allegedly, but that we all know here, we're all friends here, that didn't happen. Just like Invictus. Yes, I believe 100% that when Harry left the royal family and spit on his country, of course sponsors left. You can't listen, you can't trust someone who goes to Oprah and says all those things about a family. Even Don Lemon said it was gauche at the time. He said, that's gauche. For you to throw your family under the bus. You don't write things like, I went over to Courtney Cox's house and she had mushrooms. Like
mushrooms.
Courtney Cox and celebrities are never going to invite you over again if you say stuff like that.
Oh,
so
dear.
I didn't
Sorry,
say
Mom.
It. I didn't say it.
Sorry, Mom.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
But what a bombshell interview.
Bombshell.
I mean,
Obvious-
everything. She literally says
She's
that he sent a proxy.
Yes.
And that other people sent proxies.
That doctor sent a proxy
Right.
and stuff.
And that he has never been to Africa.
No, he hadn't come in 5 years until she invited him.
5 years
Yes.
until she invited him.
Yes. But what I want to address the polo thing.
Yeah, go
I
for
think
it,
the
man.
polo thing is very interesting. First of all, she says Meghan said she wasn't coming. So then she decided, oh, Serena's coming with me, so I'm going to come now and blah, blah, blah.
That's what
and then
Dr. Sophie just said.
And then for him to actually have the nerve to say, I have a Netflix crew with me. F you, dude. We're trying to raise money here.
How dare you?
Yeah. Okay.
How
So
dare you?
then this just solidified what we already know. Harry and Meghan care about one thing on this planet, their image. That's all they care about.
And dinero.
Well, no, but mostly their public image. So for Harry to go to who probably has so much on her plate going on, for his number one concern was making sure Meghan looked good. Well, maybe Dr. Sophie wouldn't have to do that and make Meghan look good if Meghan had conducted herself in a better way when they were on stage. Yes, I'll give her that. The stage was crowded. There was no choreography. They didn't know that Meghan was going to be there that day. They didn't know where to place her. I get it. Whatever.
I can tell you, though, from being like on the ground of charity events, when you bring in someone like Serena Williams,
Yeah.
okay, I brought in a huge celebrity to my charity once, and I knew,
But not last minute.
not last minute, but I knew security had to be beefed up.
Yeah.
We had to have transportation. Do you know how much money Serena cost them to
Yeah,
just be there at the time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
also-
give it to the charity.
Also heard that H&M demanded $500,000 each just to show up instead of that going to the charity, and they wanted it to go to Archwell, and then Archwell donated it to send to Bali. That's disgusting, if true. No, that's disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, my internet crapped out. Did I miss much? No, we just played the Sky News thing. So if you missed it, you can just, it's on YouTube.
I'm going to watch
so.
that a few more times.
I mean, what else? I mean, oh my God, she was like, look.
No, I'm coming from you've done charity events,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
She said we had the stage set and then he switched it at the last minute. Did you notice that? How do you have all these donors participating for free and then at the last minute, because we have to put it on Netflix and my wife is coming, we're going to totally change it up?
Lesotho
How do you do that with
girl-
a charity?
Lesotho girl, dual citizenship of UK. So heartbreaking that Harry is at this place. He was doing great for my home. He was. I mean, listen, this isn't good. And I heard Harry is not doing well. This is obviously a Daily Mail article came out, but I'm just going to read a little bit of it because it says that lonely Prince Harry didn't know his dad was in hospital in cancer battle until he saw it on the news.
Oh,
As
sure.
worried friends say, the Duke barely leaves his Montecito mansion and is now Meghan Markle's spare. We knew that when we saw him do that one little parking lot pap thing where his hair looked all disheveled, and we remember it was his last pap walk, his backgrid pap walk.
yeah,
and
yeah.
It looked like he just got out of a car, went into some place, and then came back out. And I was like, it looked like they woke him up and told him to be seen. Prince Harry only heard his father was in the hospital after suffering side effects from his cancer treatment. When the news broke to the rest of the world, it had been claimed. That to me is insane. That to me is insane. I know if my mom had a paper cut that day. Insiders have said the Prince of Sussex, 40, is lonelier than ever and now barely leaves his Montecito mansion as Monday marks the 5th anniversary of Megxit. Meghan Markle, on the other hand, has continued to push ahead with her own personal projects, including a lifestyle show released on Netflix earlier this month. Stephanie, while I'm reading this, can you check and see if anything is new on her Instagram as ever?
Yes.
Thank you. A source told The Sun, first, he was spare to William. Now he's increasingly looking like a spare to Meghan. Yeah, duh. And it's not a great look. Added another, he misses his family terribly, but really, but yet he said he missed the sky and space when they asked him, what do you miss most about the UK?
The sky.
The sky.
The space.
I'm not a city guy.
I like the country.
I like space. But no one was speaking to him, but no one's speaking to him anymore. He just wants to go for a beer with the guys, but his only friends are just the husbands of Meghan's friends. That's gotta be tough. It is believed the palace chose not to contact Harry about his father's hospital admission as not to alarm him 5,000 away. And also, they probably didn't want it leaked until they knew he was going to be okay. King Charles was forced to cancel a string of engagements on Tuesday after he was admitted to the hospital. Thursday. After he was admitted to the hospital amid his ongoing cancer care. King Charles III has had a scheduled appointment but suffered temporary side effects, and that's normal, but we hate to hear it from our lovely king. Sources insisted there was no drama and described the brief trip to the hospital as being connected to his treatment program. However, it is likely to be a blow for Charles. Yeah. But a strange son, Harry, who has this week also involved in a row regarding African children's charity sent to Bali. Okay, everything we already know. So saying Harry's not very happy. And it sounds like he's lonely. The worst decision Harry ever made was marrying Meghan Markle. I agree. Sent to Bali is gone. Invictus is winding down. So what does he have left? Not much. I mean, this has got to be a blow in so many aspects of Harry's life, because him and Meghan made this sort of dual announcement this or last year, saying they were going to go separately on their charities. You can do the mouse.
Yeah. Oh,
they said they're going to do separately on their charities. So he was going to do more of the, sent to Bali, Invictus, all this stuff. And she was going to worry more about her lifestyle brand. I don't know why you made the light look like that.
No, I can't.
So pale.
I know, but my glasses, I can't do it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, holy cow.
I can't. It's too much of a glare.
Okay.
I got to figure it out. I know you wanted it right on
so
you.
I think Harry thought, Harry did do it to himself, Tom. I agree. He did. is behind this debacle. Well, Dr. Sophie didn't have much.
Go to Africa for 5 years?
Well,
what? Stop.
There was the pandemic.
I want to hear this. In his defense, what?
Well, first there was the pandemic, but yes, he
for
should
5
have.
years?
No, he should have gone every 6 months. 100%. No, I agree.
Sending proxies.
I disagree. He would have found someone to get him to get away from his family. Harry is not a victim. I'm not saying he's a victim. I'm not. I'm saying, though, Meghan is
brainwashed,
allegedly a narcissist. So Harry Harry wasn't dealing with somebody who was just gonna like take him away from his family. And I'm not saying this about Chelsea, but I think he always dreamt that Chelsea Davy would be like, come to South Africa and live on my dad's gaming reserve, and we will live happily ever after.
With privacy.
With privacy.
Privacy.
I think that was his dream of getting out, because that way he could go back to the UK whenever he wanted.
Agree.
It wouldn't be weird,
I
blah,
agree.
blah. I think he thought that kind of with Meghan, like, she really did sell him a bill of goods that California was in some way South Africa. You got to understand this
freedom.
guy.
It's
This
freedom flight.
This guy did not know a lot about America and American customs and how it can just devour you. It's like have you guys ever seen Neon Demon or The Substance? What is that Demi Moore film?
I never saw that.
There's just so many films about it. It's like it eats you alive, and they just take their victims every day. And he's a casualty of that. But yes, he should have known what he did. I have zero sympathy for a guy who sat beside his wife attacking his family. Exactly. I agree. That Oprah interview, that was
not cool.
Horrible.
That's where they lost me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sort of into them, right?
You were. I mean,
Yeah.
you had it on your Instagram and your
did.
Facebook. You
Oh,
would
I
like
don't-
post
I don't
pictures
go
of her
on Facebook anymore.
but the
Yeah.
timestamps are there that you
Yeah.
did like her.
I did like her.
Yeah.
And then Oprah.
Let him eat burnt humble pie. If you're just joining us, yes, Meghan did post this today. It is Mother's Day in the UK, so of course she had to put this.
Oh, of course.
And she's got some
She's
mint.
so British.
Yeah, she's got a little rose there and some mint.
Oh, good.
I don't.
This is crazy.
This is so crazy.
This is not. She's not even talking to her family.
I know.
She has left her dad out in the cold, in the dust, and we're now seeing her with family traditions. Where are your other? Where are the family members? Where's Doria? Is it Doria?
Yeah,
Yeah, Doria Rag, whatever. But
Yeah.
where's she? Why is her
Yeah.
hand not on there?
Betty, I think it was good. I would have liked to hear more stories about Meghan, and I'm sure she has them.
Oh,
but
gosh.
I think if she would have mentioned Meghan any more than she already did, listen, I thought that was a gift. That was a gift. That polo story was a gift. But I think if she had mentioned Meghan more, I think it would have looked like she was using Meghan to weaponize the situation.
Oh no,
And she looked very classy.
She worded that perfectly.
Yes. Like,
Wow.
oh, well, I wanted to, do that, but like, I wasn't going to be part of this Sussex. She basically was saying that this is a problem that they
Sussex
have with
Squad
this.
machine.
Basically shows that all the stories you've heard is, they only care about their appearance and what they look like to the public.
I feel bad for the people of Sussex
And
because that no, I'm not kidding.
You're
That
right.
name will never ever leave pop culture history.
No, it's going to be there forever.
But it's like these poor people that live there
I know.
that
I
have
do
to
feel
deal with
bad.
it.
I know.
I
I
mean,
do
that's
feel bad.
insane to me. It's
And
like we gotta wake up every morning and work hard and do our and take care of our families. But look at Megan's eating dried dead flowers.
Yeah.
and her name's Sussex. It's like crazy to me.
MM is in the land of make believe.
Yeah.
She can't make up her
La La
mind who
Land.
she wants to be. There's no authenticity with MM, none whatsoever. Yes, I agree. Is there 6K? Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hey,
Hey, if there's 6K in the chat,
Like it
go-
so we can do to our animal charity.
yeah, go into the description box below, please, and give to international. How come I can't remember the freaking thing?
Because can I tell you?
Fund.
Because after
I got it.
No,
I got it.
after the earthquake, we were going on every
Everything
site.
looking.
We were
International
I know.
International Fund for Animal Welfare
Yeah.
is the people taking donations right now to help with the the animals affected by the earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand. And I'm sure she got paid.
Oh, she got paid.
She got paid.
She got paid.
It's called an appearance fee. They have to get
It's-
paid.
Yes, it's like Kardashians when they used to do like club appearances,
Yeah.
and they would go like, "Oh, it's our 30th birthday, and we have to go to One Oak."
Yeah.
Serena got paid for that. She showed up because she got paid.
Hey, twins,
Period.
major life, but a bit, major live, but a bit late. Just got back from my pre-hen night weekend retweet. How
fun.
was it? Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, so, they get appearance fees. It happens with everybody. If you're in the union and you're on TV and they put you on TV, it happens
God,
like
yeah.
whenever you guys see like a cameo of someone like Tom Hanks or somebody on SNL, even though they don't need it, SNL has to pay those people $4,000. That's what's like I think that's like the minimum of an appearance fee for SAG right now. I think. I don't know. I'll have to ask my boyfriend what his what he gets for appearance
Everybody
fees. But
drink.
no, but that's like you have to pay them if they're in the union. I just don't know how much it is. Harry and Rachel Raglan and Ryan and Blake are one of the same. Well, I know someone who is what's his face? Baldoni is Dr. Sophie. She's the new Justin Baldoni.
What's his face?
Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni.
He has a name, dude.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
He's just that guy.
that nice person.
That guy.
We're Team Baldoni, so don't
We
make
are
fun of
so
him.
team. We have Justin for Justin shirts coming in the mail.
Justice.
That Zach Peter is selling.
Yeah.
And we ordered them. Okay, let's see what people are saying in the UK. Angela Levin, who I made laugh one time. She
got 2,000.
What?
Serena got 2,000.
2,000.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's crazy.
That's
I'm
that's
sorry.
about right.
No,
they,
it's
they
not.
have to give you money, whether you like it or not. It's called an appearance fee.
But that's trust me, I know.
Yeah,
Dion gets 10. I get it.
But no, but I'm saying minimum. There's a minimum where you have to do.
Yeah.
Could the rose
called an
on the
honorarium.
pie be a nod to England's Rose Lady? Probably. I mean, listen, she's a psychopath. Probably, Kate. It's probably a nod to her, Princess Diana. Who? I mean, she's nuts. Of course.
Allegedly.
Okay, let's hear what Angela Levin has to say and hear like a different sort of perspective, because right now I just watched that, so my brain's like, whoa.
So how do we know that she was annoyed and that there was a bit of a feud after this? Was it documented somewhere? I mean, it does. If you're watching it, you can see it doesn't look right. But
she's been interviewed by Sky today, and that's all come out. She said it herself, and she just the whole sort of upheaval where Harry didn't tell anyone. He just expected that he could make a decision and do what he wanted. So that was very wrong. And if Meghan had to be there because suddenly she didn't want to leave Harry on his own, possibly with Sophie, and she was there, and you see that it's really one of the first times that somebody very special like her would actually say, I'm going to say exactly what I feel about Meghan and Harry, and no one's going to stop me.
So where's it progressed to now? What's been going on? Just what's happened within this charity? And because I know Prince Harry obviously left, resigned at the beginning of the week. Apparently they didn't tell Sophie that they were going to do this, and then this caused a lot of backlash, and she claims the Sussex PR machine were unleashed on her.
Yes, that's exactly right. And she thought it was appalling not to let her know, and the 500 other people who deal with this charity. And it was just making this very difficult for her. And he was saying that she was no good and we want to get rid of her. And she was very shocked by that. And then she says, well, actually, he's been appalling. And the Sussex band have actually been trying to make it as very difficult as possible for me. And I think any royal journalist you would speak to has had that terrible experience, and it's really nasty, and it was very difficult for her over several months. And
Sorry, guys. I had to laugh over that because Megan's face in that video, and look at Harry's. It's just so funny.
Look at how like inauthentic she is, and look at Harry. Look at Harry's face, just going, she is an empty vessel.
No, he's an empty vessel.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, it's like he sort of gets it, but he's so out of it, allegedly.
Oh
I don't know if it's the booze. I don't know. I mean, I can't get into his head, man.
I'm just sitting here laughing.
She went to court, and that didn't work because they're not going to do anything there. But she's letting out what Harry has done and how he's done that. And she says that he uses these people to give the newspapers what's going on. Now, that's really ironic because he hates the press, but he uses them when he wants, which is the usual hypocrisy, I'm afraid. And so it's left in the air. Harry has said that he'll come back if she goes, but I don't think she will go. But the important thing is that charity itself might not live. And actually the children there are no longer so important. It's just sort of Harry and adults. And I think that's very worrying.
Of course, the only people that really lose out are the people who the charity was meant to support.
Okay, again,
Wow.
I feel bad for the charity. This is a huge story in the UK right now, obviously. And a lot of you are saying Angela 11 has a soft spot for Harry. You have to give this woman
I do
some
too.
grace. She is of the generation where she saw these kids grow up. She was with these boys when their mother died. There's an affinity for these two boys. So
Empathy?
But yes,
Infinity.
Harry oh, and that. But yes, I'm sure it's hard. But yeah, he's a jerk. But see, we're talking from like an American standpoint. The Sussex Squad, they're going crazy right now. And I've never seen them so silent in my life. They're quiet right now.
They're quiet
Today,
but yesterday,
Yesterday.
oh gosh.
You want to see what this is
Scorched the earth.
It's just like, oh my God, the hypocrisy. But watch, here's one Sussex Squad. But I want you to notice the reason I chose this video, is because she's reading from something. So I'm pretty sure this woman must have gotten a script because she didn't know how to pronounce certain names and stuff. And she's definitely reading from something like a prompter. And I mean, like I said, the day you see Stephanie and I going like that, yeah, somebody's telling us to say something, but you can tell she wears, I'm like, that's why she wears glasses. She's getting fed something.
My mom has texted me 5 times, stop playing with your hair. That's all the direction I need.
Okay, so
period.
So tell me if you guys think
I just cut my hair, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it.
this is a setup.
If you don't know, I'm Elsie Lewis, and I am mad for Meghan. Words on the street is that Dr. Sophie Chandauka, chair of Centre Valley, the person responsible for the 2 founders, Princess.
Like, do you see her? She's reading something. So I want
look
to
at
know.
her eyes right there.
But exactly. So what I'm trying to say is, who sent her this to say?
But we know Dr. Sophie
Was it
said
Ari Emanuel? Was it Meghan?
But Dr. Sophie said that these board meetings would get interrupted by his people.
I know.
That's what Dr. Sophie said.
But what I'm saying is, who sent her this?
Prince Harry and Prince Sito Lesotho resigning from the organization, as well as a number of trustees. She is known for hostile takeovers.
Okay, so this is another interesting fact. The hostile takeover thing was a huge narrative with the Sussex Squad yesterday. Meghan, this is coming. I think, now this is my opinion, this woman is being fed this by Meghan Sussex Squad camp. And this hostile takeover over other companies, this is the narrative that Meghan's trying to put out on this educated woman, this Black woman.
Yes.
So this is nuts to me.
Of corporations. She is what we call in the corporate world a corporate raiders. So basically someone must have hired Sophie to go into Chandauka to create this level of chaos she has created.
No, someone hired you because you're reading from a script right now.
Yeah, we can see.
In order to dismantle the charitable organization that Prince Harry started in honor of his mother. The question is, who hired her? The question is, who she's getting paid from. The question is, with all the evidence before the public, in the public domain, that she's got a history of doing that, and she is dismantling Chandauka as a result of the chaos she has created. Who is she going to work for next? This will be the defining moment as to who was paying Sophie Chandauka to create the level of chaos she has created within Chandauka. She is a corporate raider for hire, and it's important to figure out who hired her to do what she's doing, to basically destroy 20 years of work that Prince Harry put into that organization in honor of his mother, Princess Diana. Now, we know there are interest group institutions who does not want to see Africa benefit from anything. They want Africa to remain where Africa is. It is in their best interest, so Africa is not progressing. It is in their best interest. If Chandauka is doing incredible work on the ground in Africa, there are interest groups.
Okay, I'm not going to play anymore. So
What?
obviously
What?
this is the narrative, because what they do is they all like get this script. I just noticed, because I have to go on there and I have to watch this crap, okay, just to report back to you guys. But
Thank you.
They all had this same script. Like even Money Making Meredith was like trying to sort of like turn it around, like it's all about media literacy.
But you could tell too. I mean, it's right there. She's
Yeah.
wearing glasses and she's looking to her left.
Yeah.
Like, what do I say next?
No, it's
Wait,
crazy.
what?
It's crazy.
Oh, cue card.
Yeah. So, what are you guys saying about Ari Emanuel? Ari Emanuel is supposedly stepping down. Yes,
Yeah.
he is, but I think he's still going to be on the board.
He's stepping down for a reason, though.
Yeah, he's stepping
He's
down. Something's going on.
Listen, the Diddy trials are coming up.
Yeah, a lot of people. Have you guys noticed a
Allegedly.
lot of music CEOs?
Scooter Braun
were stepping down.
Scooter Braun is no longer
Yeah.
music manager. Ari's stepping
This
down.
is all allegedly. We are just.
Kris Jenner. It's silent, sort of silent right now.
She's kind of going
Yeah,
away too.
you trust me. The Diddy trials are coming up. So
if he makes it,
well,
please make it.
please
make
God,
it.
don't
Please God make it.
Please God make that.
Don't.
Don't-
I mean, talk
don't-
about
don't run away.
psychological warfare. They put him in the same cell as Jeffrey Epstein in the New York prison.
Well, they want him
That is
to not talk.
we're
A
gonna-
lot of them don't want him.
We're
to
gonna
talk.
put you in the same cell. Just so you know, this is the one that Epstein died in. So
Just said, see, Mom again. Mom, I cut my hair. Nancy, how many inches? 3, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there when you
I
did
know,
it.
but I'm just saying, I cut my hair 3 inches yesterday. I didn't do it myself, but
I know. I
went to
wasn't at the salon with her.
But I'm
Mom.
saying it's like, you know, when you freshly cut your hair and it doesn't look quite right, it doesn't look great today. So that's me. Sorry. I apologize, Mom. sorry, Mom.
Ari stood up for Blake and her hubby. He'll be going to court. A lot of people are going to court, I hope. Okay.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah. So this was a crazy interview. This was crazy. I just want to hear a couple things these two ladies have to say.
Who are these two?
It's in the Mail on Sunday, your paper, front page. Harry and Meghan are toxic and Harry is a bully. Now, this follows this extraordinary row, which has seen Prince Harry leave his charity Chandauka, set up in memory of his late mother, Princess Diana. It means Forget Me Not. It's to help children in Lesotho in Africa. What's gone on here? Because it seems to be a war of words now.
Well, astonishingly, I think it comes down to something really tiny, which is a year ago, Meghan asked this woman to move aside while she received a polo
Oh, so it's just more of the polo stuff.
Yeah, see, that's me. I never.
What?
Oh, people are saying my haircut. When you leave the salon, people are saying this, and
It's
I
true.
agree.
I agree too.
You never like what it looks like, so you have to like go shower, do it all again, but then you have to wait like 3 days, right, for it to sort of settle.
Meghan pulls
So I
Harry's-
apologize.
Meghan
Sorry, Mom.
pulls Harry's strings and she's pretending like she didn't do anything, posting lemons.
Oh,
God.
lemon rats.
I mean, she's doing the lemon thing on purpose, allegedly. Sentabali means forget-me-nots, doesn't it? Sentabali, that because after his mom's favorite flower, forget-me-nots. Again, Harry did not
come up
come
with this
up
idea.
with this idea.
It's not
Oh my
Harry's
gosh.
baby.
This is not like
This is like, oh, he did not come up with
this
Invictus.
isn't Earthshot like Prince
No.
William. Oh
He
my gosh.
is a spoiled rich kid. His dad was constantly bailing him out of problems, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta like give him something.
We gotta give
So
him something.
Give him this. Give
Yeah.
him Invictus. Give him this one, and maybe he'll get his head on straight." Well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Because then Meghan took it all over.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, King Charles.
I just wanted to show this was really funny. Harry and Meghan are still pushing the censorship for kids.
Oh, good.
But you know what I love? You know how like the Republicans ran on common sense?
Yeah.
And like our good friend of the show, Link Lauren, is like, he's like, I'm not in anybody's camp. I'm just common sense.
Yeah.
And we consider ourselves very common sense too. Well, the people like Meghan and Harry and all the like other crazy people out there, their new thing, and I'm going to say AOC because she's nuts. Their new thing is common sense. They're going to hijack the phrase common sense. So that is Harry and Meghan's new thing, Common Sense Summit.
We gotta shut those kids up, and we gotta
use common sense though to do it
on those kids.
Yeah, common sense to do it. So
Gonna
that is
shut them all up.
That's their new thing, common sense.
They will eventually follow us in our cult.
Yes.
They will be our minions.
I think
We
she's
will
going to
destroy the world.
I think she's going to ghost Henry on any of her involvement in her part. He'll blame her. She'll deny she did anything wrong. There's no way their marriage is going to survive. It's not going to survive.
Nancy called that 3 years ago.
But
She said
no.
No, after you said because of money, it's not going to survive.
Yeah,
Nancy called that.
But guys, you have to understand this does. She hates it when I put my arm up.
Oh,
Sorry.
no,
I gotta go like this sometimes.
Oh I'm
It's the light.
Look at that.
See how the light changes?
Watch that.
Woo.
Look, she has powers that we don't
special
possess.
abilities. I'm sorry. I'll try to use my left. Meghan knows that there's just so far she can go with Harry, and she is going to be worth more than Harry one day if with the divorce.
You called
allegedly
that 3 years ago.
It will be worth a buttload of money.
She will get deals everywhere.
Now, what this has shown, this Sentabali thing, is this is how it's going to play in America. This thing about Meghan and the polo thing, that's what's going to blow up here in the States. I get that the UK is going to, listen, this thing is a global story, and it's very sad what's going on with the charity, Sentabali, all this stuff. But I'm telling you, from a pop culture standpoint, people are going to run with that polo story. And that just shows that Meghan insisted on going to some polo thing.
Mm-hmm.
They had to change the venue. She
Change
had to
everything. bring a celebrity in that
her
costs
famous
so
friend.
much money.
She had to go up on stage with her. They didn't know she was coming. Like,
wasted
that is how
money.
pop culture is going to handle this, and it's not looking good for Meghan, especially with a brand coming out that, like I said, I'm so happy that As Ever went through, because it's a perfect name. It's such a bad name for food.
Well,
Honey, As Ever, honey.
She has
Gross.
jam in a perfume box, so it makes sense.
As Ever, powder or crepe mix. What the hell is the crepe mix? What flour? Did she put flour, sugar, and baking soda in a box?
Yes.
And what is crepe mix?
Buddy, can you spare a dime?
No, but this is going to maybe excel the divorce, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Your opinion is, Queen G? Queen G, everybody's opinion is valued here. Are we going to hear about Lively Reynolds' divorce before the Sussex divorce? I don't think you're going to hear about a
jeez.
Lively Reynolds.
I don't know if that's even going to happen. I feel
They
like
got 4 kids.
there's no way. Well,
What did you send me last night? You sent me a screenshot of Blake Lively's Insta story for some reason, and I didn't understand what it meant.
Oh yeah, hold on.
What did it mean? They were making they were baking something?
Yeah, I
was-
thought that. Well, you don't have to call me out, but
Oh,
I
I
thought it
wasn't. I thought you
No,
wanted
I was
to-
just like they were doing the same thing that Meghan was doing, so I thought that was funny.
Oh, they were cooking
With
something?
the hands and the feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So they're starting to show their kids.
That's what
so
I know.
weird
That's
to
what
me.
I was trying to
That's so
I
weird.
didn't have significant proof, but I just
Well,
wanted to show you.
There's stuff coming out now that Blake and because Blake and Ryan all these years have said we don't want nannies. When we do projects, we do them separately because like Blake is in such high demand.
They say separately, but then they're involved in
They're-
all
yeah,
the
exactly,
projects.
exactly.
Like he's writing scenes
Well,
for her.
it's coming out now that when she was at South by Southwest, and this is not, don't take it to the bank. This is just what I heard allegedly. When she went to South by Southwest and brought the kids,
Yeah.
he wasn't there, and she brought like 4 nannies. And the hotel they were staying at,
If I
this
had that
girl-
money, I'd have a nanny.
of course. This girl was staying there with her mom, and she took like video, and then Blake's security went over and started record. Sorry, I got the right hand. And then Blake's security went over and started like saying, no, you can't record or something. And then intimidated the girl. And because they didn't want to see Blake with nannies, they didn't want that public perception to actually, well, they have 4 kids. They didn't want that perception to be broken that Blake and Ryan do everything and that they don't need help. But see, you gotta play it like the Kardashians do. And even Angelina Jolie said that. She goes, I have help. She
Yeah.
never said, no, this is just me and Brad doing it.
It's hard.
She goes, this is hard and I have help. I feel bad for the women that don't. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, Megan's gotta like lean into that life. Like, yeah, the nannies are with the kids right now while I'm sprinkling this fake flour crap all over my crepes, my cold crepes outside with
Well,
my mint.
she's not in her kitchen, so I
What
who
happened to
knows
the
where
message
kids
of
are.
joy? What happened to the message of
Joy,
joy?
joy,
Joy. Okay, guys. We want to bring up one last time, if you'll let us. One last time. There was a horrible.
Nancy's got the mouse.
There was a horrible earthquake in Myanmar.
We should get 2 mouses.
It does,
Would
I
that
don't-
work?
I don't know.
Would that work?
I don't know.
And then I
there-
could do.
this is what they see right now.
Yeah.
There was a horrible earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand. So I was looking at who was helping them. Humane Society International is not helping at this moment. So they are not taking donations for that. I found International Fund for Animal Welfare, and they are rushing emergency aid and doing anything they can. I will see then if I would love it if this was the case, if YouTube has an affiliate with them, and then we can do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
But they have to be affiliated with YouTube. So we have to see. So guys, we had a great time.
We are debuting our newest
Debuting?
What is it called?
Debuting.
Debuting?
Yeah.
Debuting.
Debuting.
Debuting. Why are you looking? I love she pronounces things wrong all the time, but now it's like, oh God.
No, go.
Stephanie said this.
Okay, go.
Debuting. Thank you. Debuting our latest song. It is to the theme of raindrops and roses and whiskers on
Stephanie
kittens.
wrote a really kick-ass song.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Few of my favorite things from Sound of Music.
Yes, and we will be debuting that tomorrow on the show. So thank you guys so much. Oh, twin fight. No, there's no twin fight. We love each other. Look at this. Look at this thing. How could you not love this thing? But we will be singing that tomorrow for you guys on the show.
Anne.
Go buy
Oh,
yourself
no.
a drink. Oh God. What time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Oh, it's 2.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
guys, have a great
I
Sunday.
just got my hair cut, so I
We're
don't
gonna,
look great.
yeah. Have a great Sunday. We love you guys. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Sunday with us, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Raindrops and roses and whiskers on